Hello, and in this video I'd like to show my first serious experience in Kaggle competition. It's finished uh, in 2014, but it's the most simple competition, I suppose. It's classification data and I got the score, this one. I can if it was uh, working still competition, I could select and submit it to it, and I'll be on the 14th place. So here is uh, 89230, and I have 89732. It's a good result, I suppose, as there were about 30 315 participants. So what is my contest? So it's a data set on schizophrenia classification. If the man, okay, let's read. It invites you to automatically diagnose subjects with schizophrenia based on multimodal features derived from their brain magnetic resonance imaging scans. So some information here, but what's the main idea? So I have, sorry, that's here. I have a data set, a train. So three datasets for my features. FNC feature, it's here. Then SBM feature, it's here, and my targets, whether it is 0 or 1, yes or no. So okay. Some There was some additional information. It is very complex, like this one, like the brain screenshots of the brain, and so on. So what about machine learning? So the evaluation uh, submissions are judged by area under the ROC curve. It's like this in Python, and it must have such a format. What else? Data is also here. Can be okay. Yes, I am here. So I've got this input folder where I have test and train in zip. I've got submission example, and that's all I've got, and some helper code and this additional information. So what I did, I unzipped it, unzipped. I made three pandas uh, data frames, and then using with meter, I did it. I merged my uh, train feature data frames, and I've got a big data frame with 86 rows and 411 columns. It's a good data set because it has no missing values. Train labels. train labels, so 0, 1, 0, 1, and so on. Then I made Y like the target for following moves and X for the for features. So I have to scale it, but I didn't use in my last version of code because it made me score lower. And as we can see in this graph, in this plot, that the data is not normally scaled, and even here I see that it is something near 0, -1, or um, half of one. It's okay. I do not need to do this. There are two ways to scale this one, and the other will be lower. So I made a correlation matrix, and there is no need to delete some of correlated features. Here is another method for scaling. It is using min-max scaling type. Okay. So normalization. It's for plot. Ah, yes, and it's for scaling and normalization are not at the same thing. So scaling is for 0 and 1, and normalization it's more complex thing, and I did not use it because it's normal. It's okay. Maybe I should use it to try to make my score bigger, but in the next series of this film. So, one life hack from Andrei. As we see that the test data set is very small. It has only 85 rows, not test train, and the test data set is very big, and it's not okay. It must be uh, opposite. But here I can use only small. You see, it's several hundred of megabytes, but I have to use what I have. So small test mm, data frame, and so I multiple it. I made it two of them, and not one, but I've got two of my input dataset. I tried three, four, but the best score when was I multiplied it to two, two multiple of my dataset, two my datasets. So then I do some train splits, and then I made some experiments with L1, L2. I put binary logistic object. I use XGBoost. Um, so L1, L2, I put as an input these parameters, but they changed later. So I use the tree method exact as the most exact method GB tree, and and I saved this somewhere output. In output, my model saved. It's clear because I stopped my Jupyter notebook. So here is the model. I make predictions on the probabilities because it was asked in the format of this contest, of this competition, and it showed better results than simple predict. So I've got very big AUK, very ideal because of multiplying, but of course in this result when it is where is it? Ah, I lost it. Okay, but in my final results, here are two. Yes, I have score private and score public, and here is so I was 14th uh, in private, maybe yes, maybe, but it doesn't mean anything now. Somewhere here, and in public I was somewhere here, maybe 36, 37. Okay, it's fine. And what next? Then I checked some other methods of machine learning, like decision tree. I've got this value, linear regress. Wow. Ooh. Logistic regression, and some others. Decision tree classifier, Adabus classifier. So it linear was the best of them. Even it's better maybe than XGBoost. Maybe I should check this. Um, Key neighbor classifier and such a plots of my rock, but fantastic results. So then I used the grid search for my parameters of XGBoost, and it gave me another best parameters. So I've got max depth 4 and 100 and estimators. Here I used 2 and 180, and then I start using uh, grid search grid model after grid search with the best estimators, and I've got one AUK. Yes, it became ideal. So then I loaded my test data, merged it again by horizontally, looked for missing values, didn't scale it, and made predictions and did three lines of code to evaluate it to the contest with and it had such a format. Then I saved and saved it. It started fulfilling and gave me the score. So it is very good experience for me. Next, I'll try to participate in real contests. So thank you very much for watching. Bye.